Doctor with the Red Houseware, day 4 of production. I lied last time. This was a second exterior shoot, one that I was really anxious and not looking forward to on the grounds of it was guerrilla style filmmaking. Doctor with the Red Houseware, of course, has won a handful of awards, featured on Filmhub. Looking forward to it being on Lookhu, Box Brazil Play, Xumo, Tubi. Just learned it advanced as a quarterfinalist in Stage 32 competition. I know you hear that annoying noise. That's because we heard it all day in the filming of this back alley with this parking structure. There was an emergency alarm. If you look on the left, there's some electrical box in there. I think it could possibly mean
the end of this.
There was soon to be an explosion, but we just gambled that we would not get exploded. This is a notch filter featured in Premiere Pro. It was actually the primary tool I used to get rid of that annoying noise. That's it. With the effect applied, you could see on the screenshot before exactly where the noise was coming from. And then in a second here, you'll hear how it sounded fully edited.
You're the director of rituals.
You just cost me everything.
You're DR.
So one of the special effects shots we had to get this day was me slicing his hand open with a knife, which, you know, there's a gardener in the background, so that's one of the ideal, we hired him as an extra. We told him, just go, stay like 800 yards away and just kind of blow leaves. We just thought it would add that cinematic quality to it. So we took probably 100 shots of this from different angles. Here's some of the stills from the day. And you can hear the distractions.
They have more than enough room.
We had a car trying to come through.
You can come. You can come through. I don't know.
Yeah, this guy was just parked there wondering to come through or not come through. It's like, dude, just don't be here. So we did do some rotoscope. We had one dolly shot. I ended up not even using this in the final product, but I was able to rotoscope myself out to make myself look closer to him from this shot. I thought it looked cool. There's some blood spatter. And so here's some of the multiple angles. Patrick Taft, who was the main actor on this day, fantastic job, but he must have had to rip up 500 of those little cards. I mean, his hands must have been killing him because he's got some small pieces there, but it was important. He was cutting them up before I sliced him, so it's kind of funny. Mina Rose, who was on the camera that day, she didn't realize it was a real knife, and at one point she tried to hand it to me blade first, which was dangerous and probably pretty unprofessional if I didn't do some trading course, but whatever. I'll remember that in the future. So here's all the different angles. I also want to talk briefly. That shot actually went pretty smooth. It was probably only 3 to 4 hours. It ended up going really nice. The building owner gave us permission to film there, which was awesome because I was pretty nervous about getting busted. And to be honest, that scene we shot was meant to be filmed at the antique shop, but we ran out of time that day, so we had to rewrite it to make it work. Here's some of the graphics I made through production. I was at one point thinking I was gonna put stuff on Kickstarter, so I made all these shirts and learned how to make coffee mugs. But one of the issues I had was I was able to finance the production independently, and it felt weird to launch a Kickstarter for a film that had already been recorded, not to mention all the post-production I did. So I would essentially be doing a Kickstarter to pay me to sit in a chair and do work on my own film. But it was pretty fun learning how to do all this stuff, and I'm happy I did. You'll see in day 5, a lot of these skills came to good use. This is me pouring the epoxy resin for the coffee mugs. Really cool thing to do. I still drink out of one of my Mountain Colt mugs. It's pretty cool. It's a fun little thing, and pretty simple, and you get faster at it if you do it a few times. But yeah, so it was fun to do this. I don't know what else to say. It's a pretty boring shot. I kind of wish I cut it a little shorter. I mean, who wants to watch drips falling out of a cup to another cup? But I guess it'll make the final edit of this video. This is mixing the epoxy. You know, I had to watch a lot of tutorials on how to mix like that. It's not a skill you just wake up and can do someday. It's a lifetime of training to do stuff like that. Here's a little cutting board I got from Walmart. Walmart's like this specialty niche shop for like professional filmmakers. So that's pretty cool. Haven't lost a finger on it yet, but you definitely have to slice it fast to do it right. Yeah, look at that. Real fascinating stuff here in these behind the scenes videos. Only the best from TMW Productions. Here's me using a professional ruler to line it up. It's so professional you can't even see it. It almost looks like I'm doing it just by eye, but I'm not. There's a ruler there, you just can't see it. I edited it out. So clearly I've got shots in here that should have been trimmed down and I didn't, and I'm strongly regretting that now. I don't really see why anybody would keep watching this. But yeah, so that's day 4 of production. Doctor with the Red Houseware. Thanks to Patrick Taft. Mina Rose, fantastic job. We'll see you next time.